Hello and welcome to watch this video. My name is Artto and today I want to show something that I have created for Qortal users who also use Linux. So, for example, if you have Debian, Ubuntu or Linux Mint or something Debian-based Linux operating systems on your computer and you want to easily install or do something with Qortal, then I have good news for you. I've created a script which is called just Qortal. The file name is Qortal, and I called it QortalHelper. So yeah, QortalHelper script. I mean, I didn't come up with a better name for it, so hence that. So let me show what this does, how it works, and what you may expect. So get strapped and let's go. So, to get this Qortal script into your Linux computer, you may want to open up terminal. And in the terminal, you need to basically put this command. So, I'm going to select all of this, like that, right? Then right-click and copy, and to the terminal, and I can right-click and paste, and press Enter. And it's done. Now, you have the script, or at least I have the script, right? So now if I type in the command Qortal here, so it just runs this script. So even we call it the command or we call it some file, but basically, yeah, just typed in Qortal and the Qortal file was executed because this script has already made executable. So it's usable like a command, basically. So let me quickly go first through what this bunch of commands here does. This part says that make a directory if it doesn't exist in the home folder and under the home folder called bin. So what this means is if we open up the home folder and there's this bin folder here, I've put an icon here as well. I like this icon. So if this bin folder does not exist in the home folder, then this command will create it. Because this is where the Qortal script file will be put for easy usage. After that, basically, if that part is done, then go on and get the contents of the Qortal script from the GitHub and put them all into the bin folders, into a file called Qortal, which is to be resided in the bin folder. So it creates a Qortal file into the bin folder and puts the contents of this GitHub script, like you can see here, a bunch of script, right? Puts it into that file, and when that is done, it's going to make the script file executable, which means that if it's not executable, then you run Qortal, it says, oh, there is no command like that. But if you have it made executable and it's in the bin folder, then like that, then it works. That's the main point here. All right, to continue. Now we have the bin folder, we have the Qortal script here. So if I take a look at it with text editor, I can see currently I have the version 1.7, which means I have already worked on the script and updated it in many times. And if you open that up for the first time, I suggest you put in your Qortal address here if you have it. I suppose you have it. If you don't, well, later on you can do that. The point of that would be to, let me take that from another script of mine. So I'll just put that there and save the file, and you will later see what this does. So yeah, that's my Qortal address here. Now I saved the file. And, if you want to go through this script and you want to know what it does exactly, well, you can, learn that in a way if you want, but overall it doesn't matter. It works like it's intended, so Okay, I'm going to go back here and put that down. All right. Next up, the Qortal script is installed. I have also set my Qortal address there. And as you can see, if you just type in Qortal, it will execute the script and display you this help. And it will tell you what kind of functions are available. So QortalHelp gives you the same exact view here. QortalCheck checks if Qortal core and the needed files are in your computer or not. And it gives you some other stuff as well. We will see that later. Qortal download downloads the Qortal core and the needed files. Basically, it fetches the latest zip file in which all of the necessary files are for Qortal core. Then Qortal update, that basically does only the update of the core file, which is the qortal.jar. And it just, downloads the latest version from GitHub and puts it into the right location in the Qortal folder, into the Qortal folder. Qortal up script is just for basically updating the same Qortal script, this QortalHelper, basically. So if you do Qortal up script and press enter, well, currently it says, well, you already have the latest version, which is nice. Qortal start, if there is a newer version like 1.8 or something or newer in GitHub, then it will automatically update the script file for you. So that takes a few seconds only, and you have the newest version of the Qortal script available to you already ready to use. And by the way, if you have also saved your Qortal address here into the Q address section between the quotes, like I did, and save the file, then this will be preserved when the script file gets updated. So this means that you don't need to go open up the Qortal script file again to, put your address there and save the file. That is taken care of automatically. Then we have a Qortal start, Qortal stop. This is for starting the core and stopping the core. When one of the instances of the Qortal core is already running and you want to, run the second time, it says, hey, it's already running, so you cannot start another one, which is nice. Handling this multiple instances of cores running. Qortal monitor basically gives you a continual looping overview of the situation about the core and the block height and your balance if your address is set there into the Q adder section. Then we have Qortal bootstrap, which is basically for if you sometimes need to do the bootstrap and you have no idea how to do that, or just seems cumbersome, then just go for Qortal bootstrap and press enter and it does it for you. It just stops the core, deletes the DB folder and starts the core again. That does the bootstrap basically. Then we have the API key. Usually when the Qortal download, finishes and all the files are there, the core is running, but the API key, the text at least, that the API key text, which contains also the API key for Qortal, is missing from the Qortal folder. And you can use that command to generate that file and all will be well. What this helps is that you can later on use Qortal Hub and you can switch to using local core. I'll show that later on. And then we have the kill Java option here as well. If, let's say, you want to force stop all Qortal core, processes. Let's say you have multiple instances of Qortal core running and, something is already getting crazy, then you may want to just kill Java, do this. run this Quartal kill Java, and it will pretty much stop the whole core processes running. Let's start with installing the Quartal core. And right now, if I do Quartal check, it says that, okay, the Quartal folder does not exist, right? There should be like the Quartal folder in your home folder, right? But right now it doesn't exist. This means you cannot currently run Quartal core locally, and you cannot use the Quartal hub in such a way to use the local core, right? You need to use the public core, which actually is someone else's local core. So it just connects to that other computer somewhere else. So, but yeah, you cannot do minting if you're running, the public node, so to speak, and not your local node, and so forth. Now, do you want to, get the Quartal core and other files to be installed for you? Then type Quartal download. All right, let's do that. Quartal download, enter. Now it's doing the needful